Good morning, everyone. This is Latura, and I would like to share some of the importance of values and ethics, why it is really very important in a life. So let's begin. Values and ethics. Values. Values is really a belief that something is good and desirable. There are many features and characteristics of this. Values can be defined by an individual, or it can be defined by a term, defined by the concepts or the terms. They can also be defined by a thing which was really very grateful for us. Also, values are different. Values support an individual's need if it changes as need and circumstances changes. Means when there's a situation, so at the time values also change by it. Values may be inculcated through learning or adopted as a result of life experience. There are many parents inculcate their values in their child by learning or adopting a good thing or a good habit. Most of the values are learned early in life from family, friends, neighborhood, schools, the mass media, and the visual media and the other sources. We learn values within our surrounding and the persons we know more and we are friendly to them. We learn from our family members or the friends which are really very close to us or the neighbors, school friends, school teachers, principals, everyone. But yeah, it is we learn that we learn it from a really very close person. This values can be differ from culture to culture. It is different for each and every person because each and every person is unique. While one person might value honesty, another might value wealth. A person values of honesty, that honesty is the best part to follow, and other would say that without wealth means money, anything, nothing is possible. We use value self-awareness to evaluate the appropriates of our behaviors as well the behavior of others. We say that values it is awareness which everyone should have. Evaluate the appropriateness of our behavior as well as the behavior of others. There are types of values. Broad classification of values are like individual values and collective values. Now, what is individual values? Individual values are the values which are related with the development of the human personality or individual norms of recognition and the protection of the human personality such as honesty, loyalty, honor, etc. Means individual value means it is benefit for us and it is a benefit only for the individual who is learning that values such as honesty, loyalty, honor, etc. But on the other hand, collective values are the values which are connected with the solidarity of the community or the collective norms of the equality. Means it is for a group. Everyone in the society should have such values, such as everyone should have the equal rights or justice, etc. So, on the basis of the nature of values, there are personal values, family values, social, cultural values. So, personal values, these are the values endorsed by an individual. Family values are the principles valued in a family and may be a good or a bad. Means if someone it is really bad, but if you help someone it is really good. Like social cultural values. Cultural values are centered on what a culture believes is fair and just. Religions, suppose you follow a religion and their culture says that beating or harming an insect is wrong. It's a crime. So it is a cultural value. But these are prevailing values of the society which change with time and either coincide or not with the family or personal values. But social and cultural values also differ from time to time and it changes from time. Moral values. Moral values are the attitudes and behaviors that a society considers essential for the coexistence, order, and the general well-being. There are some moral values, there are some table manners, there are some basic value which we should learn and we should inculcate in ourselves, uh, which will help us to stay in a society with love and peace. We should respect our elders. We should not harm anyone, etc. etc. Importance or the significance of value. Values play an important role in the integration and the fulfillment of parents' basic needs, impulses, and desires in a stable and coincident manner appropriate for his. These values play a very real, play a really important role in the integration and the fulfillment of the basic needs of the man. They are generic experiences in the social action made up of both individual and the social responses and attitudes. They build up societies and create social relations among the members and the society. Values are the effective cultural elements which shape the elements of the individual as well as a member. Values can be learned by seeing each other's. We see be inspired by the people. So if we see a person doing a deed, a good thing, indeed work, so we try to be like them. Or if on the contrary, if we see a person who doesn't have any basic values or manners, then we see them and we try to become like that. We inspire, we get motivated by the persons with whom we live, with whom we spend the time, and the major time spent by that person and their habits, their ethics, all start we get start getting inspired through that. It influences people behavior and serve a criteria for evaluating the existence of. They help in creating norms to guide day-to-day behavior. The values are important because they help us to grow and develop. They help us to create the future we want to experience. Values are essential to ethics. Now, we'll try to understand what are ethics do. So, ethics is concerned with humans' action and the choice of those actions. It determines which values should be pursued and which should not. Ethics is a code of values. Ethics try to make us understand that which values should be pursued, which values should be we should inculcate in ourselves and which not to be. In short, which what are the good values and what are the bad values we should inculcate. It makes us understand that, and the ethics is a code of values. Ethics is the integrity, moral, principles, honesty, right, fairness, responsibility, conscience, choice, honor, value, everything. This all is there in ethics. We should know what is this all and we should try to understand it. There are four types of ethics: meta ethics, descriptive ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. First, we'll understand meta ethics. Meta ethics is a philosophy that analyzes the meaning and scope of moral values. It makes us understand the meaning and the scope of the moral values in our life. Descriptive values, descriptive ethics, the branch of ethics that deals with psychology, sociology, anthropology, etc. This descriptive ethics is a branch that makes us understand that how ethics deals with the sociology, means how people talks with each other, psychology, the behavior of a person or or what's going in their mind, and anthropology, which means the in which the person is in center, is in focus in that. Normative ethics, the study of moral course of action through practical means. The study of moral course means moral values, moral basic values, basic course of actions that through practical means uh, we see it, we try to understand it, we see and then we try to inculcate it. That are the normative ethics, applied ethics. This branch tell us how we can achieve moral outcomes in a particular circumstance. Means applied ethics try to understand, makes us understand that how can we achieve the basic outcome or the moral outcome in a particular situation or a particular circumstances, which could be a good circumstance or bad circumstance. Now, um, a summary of ethics and values means meaning of ethics means refer guidelines for conduct that addresses question about morality. What is morality? How can be morality be defined? Is been understood by ethics. And what is values? Values has been defined as a principles, ideals that helps them in making judgment of what is more important. What is ethics and values? Ethics are the system of moral principles, whereas values are the stimuli for thinking. Consistency. Ethics is uniform, where values differ from person to person. What does ethics tell us? That morally correct or incorrect is given in situation. What is morally correct or incorrect in the given situation? And what does values tell us? That what we want to do or achieve. Now, what does ethics determines us? That ethics determines us the extent or the rightness or the wrongness of our options, whereas values determine us the level of importance. What does ethics do really? Ethics constrains us while values motivates us. Lastly, conclusion. In summary, we could say that values and ethics are both important because they provide us the guidance, behavior, build trust, and create a positive and promote social responsibility. Thank you. So I hope you would all have understand the why we should learn the importance of ethics and values, but why we should inculcate the values among us and ethics too. So next time we will also learn about tolerance, and resistance. So wait for that. Thank you so much.